It's a record, you know.
Alright. So back to Hebrews 12, there verse 2. It says, looking unto Yahweh,
One true, brother, one true.
looking unto Yahweh, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Right? It says, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. And that's the thing. You say, yo, Yahweh shall bear the contradiction. Him was perfect. All I see is them say, yo, you're for dead. And he say, yo, look on that. And Yahweh shall never get weary. And him in a position where he could attack.
Right.
You gonna fuck them up too?
Yeah, unlike them in the justified. Right? Well, in that light. Right?
Right. Yahushua
Can receive it.
If you can receive it.
right. Yahushua is, the ultimate example. All right, that we're supposed to look at when moving through this truth.
Yeah, and even in the spirit, we're supposed to be perfect in spirit.
Right.
Meaning that even though we sin according to the flesh,
Right.
the mind's supposed to be against it. So just like when we come out of when we did in the world, we did sin. When we become a new man, we're perfect in spirit.
Right.
So really when them come up against me, really we're perfect. We're moving on to perfection, but that would elect the perfect in spirit.
Right, and that's why I said the Most High looks at the hearts of men, which is the spirit. All right. The Most High not looking at to judge us for that flesh part. Is the spirit, said that the perfection in the spirit.
Verse 4 says, ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. And ye have forgotten the exhortation that speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of Yahweh, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Yeah, in this truth, if you feel like things are going along a little too well, things are a little too, you get nervous because they're like, okay, well, why is this happening? All right, because, we're supposed to be going through consistent hell. So then you kind of wonder like, okay, well, what is it that is brewing around the corner? Yeah, right. But at the end of the day, we know that we're supposed to be trusting of the Lord, man, and it is love. All right, that's what the love that Yahweh Shemishah is showing us.
Hey, sometimes some things happen, I'm getting riled up, and that's what I'm saying. Wait. Never says that.
Right.
And then your mind just calm right down. Because then again, it still get to you, Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, remember, hey, the hand of the Lord is upon you.
And it's important as well to catch it. Because sometimes, okay, if you're not dwelling in the spirit, these things will come, and then you don't catch it, man. All right.
You speak ill or do something stupid.
Right.
Verse 7 says, if ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Right. So that's the thing. If you endure, but if you give up, if you back up, then it means that what? You're not a son.
And this is a beautiful scripture you can call upon, you can recall to memory whenever you're going through something. It's not say I love how you are watching or shy. You are going to make you go through this right now.
Right, it says, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. And you see that? He said, whereof all are partakers. It's not and you alone go through it.
Right.
Me alone go through this. Like it's them toxic family the way. You always beat me, but you don't beat him.
Yes.
I'm alone when you pick one. When a big brother get thumped up and kicked down or something, All that talk
Maybe
about
you
you.
alone and you trouble.
Or probably you alone and get trouble.
Precept we bring out earlier, you think of in our first Corinthians, right? It's temptation that such as is common to man.
Right.
And it's the same thing I'm to us, I'm to our brothers. That's
Right. Like you're not that special to be going through something so unique.
Only Yahweh.
Right.
The most it's the point you alone. This.
Right. Everybody's getting beaten in different ways. To the limit of what said
Measure.
right. The measure of said spirit can handle, man. All right.
no temptation taking you,
Right.
that which is common to men.
Right.
The Most High will not suffer you to
Bent above the measure.
above what you can
Right.
be.
Verse 9 says, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much more rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Father of spirits, I'm a father with spirit, you know. A father look out for him family, you know, and take care of them.
Right.
You know, that's what the most here do right now. You ever say your father children means you take care of them. The most our father of spirits, I'm take care of our spirits. You know, and by as the scripture say, though the inward man, though the outward man perish, the inward man is renewed day by day. The most here focus on what? The inward man. So the outward man basically get healed.
Right.
You know, so the inward man can grow.
And you see, you can't even look on the corner, you know. You have some mothers, you know, with poison, them two children are dead, some father in a way. Even if them in the same household, so the father will say to them, say, yo, go and go wake up your yard. And they must say, no, I'm too young. But the reason why the father said him go wake up your yard, one out of two things. You see how much he can manage, if he can manage, or because he knows that he can well and do it, he knows he can do it. So even though I'm struggling and something at first, he knows that after a while he might adapt and deal with it. And then I have the brother say, no, him too young, him too dead. No. So just like how a man, when we truly love him, so we give him certain tasks and know him can overcome it. And so the Most High, if we're perfect with spirit, he gives us spiritual tasks to overcome because we can overcome it.
We can speak to my father personally. That man not tell me nothing no impossible for me to do. When him send me for it, he must have a mindset, he knows that you can. You see me? And that's the most I always put the priest and brother. We now be tempted above measure.
Hey,
Yeah, man. Well understood.
We agree, you know what I say? Fuck up our religion.
So
Emotional, over emotional people.
Right.
Fool as fuck.
Hebrews 12 and verse 10, it says, for they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. So in this color make us pure. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. And when I think about exercise, I talk about things we are partaking of, things we are practice. Right? So we have practiced righteousness by being thrown in live exercise. And that's it. You know it's perfect when you look at it. Yeah, alright. I look on here, as I said, from what they mean, it's heroes and villains. Right? I look on, you know, in the grand story, one make a hero and one make a villain. There are rules. Right? The villain, them see that them can get what they want by not playing according to the rules. And the reason why the hero job so hard, you still have to accomplish the same thing or even more while playing by the rules.
Right.
Because they strive lawfully.
Right. So it seems like the hero is always at a disadvantage, but guess what? Because it seems like them always at a disadvantage, them always have to be creative, them have to be adaptive, and them have to go through a whole heap of things that actually build them up and that give them strength, and when them reach that particular strength, that is what makes them overcome the wicked, because guess what? Them go by the easy and the way where don't give them much development.
It's a sharp foot draw blood.
Right, and the thing about it is at first it's hard because they're at a disadvantage, but just like when
Force them to build.
it force them to build, and then when they build, them can topple it over, right? And I see same thing with the evil. You're strong and you're big on your body at first, but after a while, it go down. That's why I say the joy of the wicked or the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
Right.
So them get the advantage, just like, them get the advantage at first, but at the end them lose, and then the hero and get the disadvantage at first, but then at the end them overcome. And at the same thing the Most High do with us. He put we in an unrighteous world where the rules and everything stuck against us. So we have to we learn to be wise.
Right.
We learn how to go around, we adapt mentally, and then we make moves, and then we get stronger both mentally and physically.
Right.
So the environment, the learning environment is perfect.
Right, con.
And it's unwise, because for learning you have to get thrown in the unknown.
Right.
So you have to be at this, you have to learn, you have to experience dealing with the unknown and then bringing order to it. And that's with everything in your life.
Tribulation builds and hardens.
Right, because if you have a farm, you have to dig up the ground first, you have to rake it out, you have to plant, you have to watch and everything. You know, if you have to learn a new subject, you literally don't know, you have to be at a disadvantage. Right? So like
You guys want to brother?
it's verse 12. It says, wherefore lift up the hands which hang down and the feeble knees.
Yeah, that let go of the wise me spirit.
Right.
You know? I feel better.
Right.
You know, it's like going to the gym. Yeah. When you go into the gym, you expect say how things are going easy. You know, when you push with your face, ugly, easy, man. Your body under pressure. You know, but you're not going to the gym. Well, every time I forgot gym and blah blah. No, you're going to the gym and say, yo, man, I'm going to suffer this kind of idea more so. You see me? I'm more fit.
Hey, okay, just want to think of one next characteristic of the sheep, right? In meekness and being a sheep, you know, say a sheep no worry. Them, that's why you can lead them to a slaughter. Them no see danger. Them never get a worry.
And carefree.
Carefree. You see me? Not that we can be carefree.
And carefree than most.
Trusting in the Most High.
Be anxious for nothing, that it means.
Yeah, we care this when you come on to the Most High, you know. You might protect you and you might have everything in control and when you give a shit about
You
the
just need to
things.
stay within the lining and just follow. Right, so you're right. This I say, look here, let God the army, the war is the spirit. Whatever you go through, the spirit, ask the spirit to overcome it.
Right.
Don't give up on the spirit. I don't care how much time you feel. Just bear it, you just endure it to the end. Right? Easier said than done, of course, but that's why you have the tools of prayer, you have the scriptures, you have the brotherhood, you know, and you have your own experiences and own triumphs where you have your own experiences where you learn from.
And that's why it's so important to stay rooted in your Yahweh Shim Shai. Because with that though, it kickstart the algorithm of the pruning process. And the more you prune, the less grip the flesh have.
Yeah, Yahweh said, abide in me and I in you. You know, because if you abide in me, I'll basically like a branch will get cut off, you know, a bird. But if you abide in me, you know, basically you have a bear fruit. You have a grow.
There's always going to be something that you're not good at. There's always going to be something that you're going to fail at.
Right.
So guess what? If you're worried about not failing, you're worried about the wrong thing. But guess what? You have feel upon them things, but also you build upon them things there. So identify where you feel upon overcome it. And know say you pass the next week, but you have to always feel at something. So you can't get rid of failure at no point in time.
Because we're not perfect.
We're not perfect, exactly. So if you have to give up because there's some constantly fail or may have fail, then that's how it's supposed to go. But what about them something where you not feel upon? So yeah, you're good at 10 things, but you feel 100. And then guess what? When you go to move to 20, you're going to feel 1,000. So that always seems that you have more failures than triumphs. But the thing about it is that with each triumph, you still get stronger and stronger. Right. This wish thing up on the list, so you're going to pick off a list right now. And that's how you kill one, and next one come. That's how you go. Or one we never see before. And you know, means you never did it, you know. You just you never see. So now that one exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Super Mario.
Because really and truly, it's like the body. It's when I fix one thing. When I fix, like if I fix one of your hormones, them, because that get fixed, it fix the next hormone. So the same thing. Oh, alright, I fix the floor. Oh, hold on. We're not on the wall. Alright, build some wall. Build the wall. Oh, right. We're not on the roof. Alright, we'll get everything off. The yard empty. You know, them type of things. That one thing. When you fix something, you stop look on that and say, what else you want to fix? Some always get to fix. Right? So stop, cut the walls in the spirit. Right? Verse 13 says, and make straight, it says, let's start at 12 again, it says, wherefore, lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see so I can read it again. It says, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Exactly.
Well, about just man up.
Yeah.
You know, endure. The scripture say what? He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. If we don't endure, you always to give up. If you throw in the towel, you know, that's it. You know, there's some me always made still, yo, I'm come too far to give up now, bro.
You know, it's
If me give up now, so like bro, if me give up now, all of the suffering I go through, all the work I put in was for nothing. No, me not me care.
first of all, what are you giving up to what are you giving up to go to?
Madness.
Alright? And the thing is, you know, it's a mentality thing, you know. You know, being in the street, you know, the war is me spirit is like looking at, you know, the glass half empty. We should be looking at the glass half full, you know, because first of all, I mean, yo, the situation that we're in could be way worse. Way worse. And we see the examples walking past us literally right now. Okay? Dead. Alright? We have the greatest gift given unto men at this moment of time.
In the greatest position ever.
The greatest position. Alright? So, yo man, just push through and endure. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Alright? Yeah, man.
No, St. John 6.
This is 2 Peter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Right.
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Right. So I mean that's where it's at, man. Alright, we've been diligent as well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimon Shai, you know, to be found blameless and without spot in the day of judgment, which the day of judgment is speedily approaching, man.
And that is why we keep each other as well.
Right.
You know, whether it's even, not only when a brother go off, you know, when you see a brother do good, you know, that's why exhortation is good.
Right.
You know, so we exhort brothers, you know, and we rebuke brothers, and that's
Right,
part of keeping, that's why.
That is, both build.
Yeah.
Build on one end it builds confidence, and then on the other end it builds, you know, to stay on the right path. You know?
Both of them encourage us to stay.
Right.
St. John 6, verse 66. It says, from that time many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him. Then said Yahushua unto the 12, will ye also go away? Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the word of eternal life, and we believe and are sure that thou art that anointed, the Son of the living power.
Exactly. That's the way I say, we are go back to.
Go where?
Yeah, we are
Do
go.
what?
We are already have a Lord. Which other Lord we are going to serve?
None
We
exist.
don't know no other Lord apart from Yahweh. Him our Lord. You know, just like if you watch Game of Thrones, everybody have them Lord. We have a Lord. Right? Yahweh our Lord, and Him will serve.
There's only one to be worshipped as well. There isn't several.
Yeah,
You know,
what
and-
doesn't exist, brother?
Right.
What I want to bow down to Selassie, no one exists?
We're of the house of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
Right.
Right? Yahweh are the head, the father of the house.
Right.
And the only begotten son about to get him inheritance.
Right.
And we serve them.
Right. Yes.
So we're there in our house. We are represent the house. We are represent the household of faith. Right? We're of the household of faith. As a matter of fact, yeah,
That house of David that's currently being built right now.
This is 1 Corinthians 9 and 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I. Repeat that part. So fight I, not as one that beateth the air.
No, we are fight for one.
But I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection, lest that by any means When I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Yes, it's a constant fire. You have to put your body under subjection as well. You know, at least you just divvy in and find yourself somewhere mad.
I mean, literally, it's literally every single day, every single minute, second, you're fighting for your life, man. Literally.
Hey, you see, the Stoics them have a philosophy say, every day you're supposed to meditate on death. Meaning, ask yourself, like, if you're dead today, you accomplish what you're supposed to accomplish. So I heard them say, I'm thinking like you're dead tomorrow. So you have to be the man who you want to be today. So that if you're dead tomorrow, you actually die being the man that you wanted to be.
Yeah, so Skipper said no put off from the Lord day to day. You know, because no man know what I want tomorrow, but man, so do what we're supposed to do today.
If tomorrow, let's say if tomorrow Yahushua were to return, would you be found in the right stead? You have to ask yourself that daily, man.
If your salvation determine, if tomorrow you get salvation and determined by way of today, you're in the right state. That's a good mindset for us. So pretty like the kingdom at tomorrow morning. So I get saved tomorrow. So I need to do all I need to do today. And then I'm get saved tomorrow.
It's like I was sharing for it, like the man going on a far journey. You know, for example, your parents left out of the house and say soon come back. You know, those who say make sure they should get clean before they reach. You know, once they come through the door, no one say never clean nothing. You must have some ask that. Right, so might as well get the job done now, and whenever them fall.
You ain't gotta get ready, stay ready.
There you go.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So all of the evils and things that will come upon you today, you overcome them. Don't for some brothers not to look ahead. Don't for some brothers not have not really long-term goals, but pertaining to this life, for me until now, say enough pre, the long-term. However, at the same time, in regards to the truth, do everything that you can do for the truth today, and don't worry about what will come tomorrow until Yahweh shall return. Because even though we are pre long-term, the long-term is not a secure long-term. It's just
we might do.
Yeah, in the event that we are here, then fine, but preferably we are not. Simple.
Right, there's a balance to all things now, so you balance that out.
Yeah, because the scripture says, seeing that all these things should be dissolved.
What manner of persons ought you to be, right? Which that day is hastening.
And so that's what you should be. Hastening the Lord, the coming of Yahweh Shem Shai. Is them to come get we about here and go home. This is not our rest. The scripture said, depart ye. But this is not your arrest, it will pollute, kind of butcher it.
You're good, bro. You're good. Perfect.
So with that, hope that you are edified. Once want to give all praise and glory unto your
Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakonash.
Honors to the apostles and elders of the stone. Shalom to the birds in the highways and byways, pushing this word now sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hope for the elect.
Shalom.